Call the meeting to order for the Village of Round Lake Beach. There's a board meeting for Monday, July 9th, 2018. Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Here.
Trustee Valdez.
Here.
Trustee Wallace.
Here.
Trustee Butler.
Here.
Trustee Nichols.
Here.
Mayor Hill.
Here. Let the record show a quorum is present. Joe, please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Do we have any additions, deletions, or corrections to the agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace.
Second.
Second by trustee Husk. We have a motion and a second. Any corrections, clarifications? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda is approved as written. We have our council meeting minutes for June 25th, 2018. Any corrections or clarifications on those? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee
Second.
Butler. Who was the second? Trustee Valdez. Have a motion and a second. Any corrections, clarifications? Again, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Those are also approved. Let's see, tonight we have expenditures totaling $1,105,024.01. Some of the larger items there are Peter Baker and Sons doing some work in town, about $100,000. Our health insurance for June, a little over $117,000. For July, a little over $122,000. Lake County Public Works for our sewer service, over $327,000. We have the police pension fund. So we have three different payments here, 6/7, 6/14, and 6/28. Looks like total is just under $600,000. And with a lot of other bills in there that the staff have reviewed, the board have had a chance to review. Any of the board members have any questions on any of those issues or checks that are being cut? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols.
Second.
Second by trustee Wallace. We have a motion and a second. Any questions by the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. We have no ratifications tonight, so we'll move on to our committee reports. Trustee Wallace?
I figured you'd come to me, Mayor. I have a couple things. My Swalco report first. Tonight I got a special note on some recycling changes that are coming to our area. Waste management has been experiencing continually rising costs when it comes to recycling the materials due to the fact that the marketplace that purchases those materials are demanding cleaner products. The cleaner products refer to, among other things, the contamination of recycled materials, things like garbage in your recycling, pizza boxes, non-rinse containers, etc. The cost of recycling is going up while the amount being paid by the marketplace is at the same time going down. Due to these rising costs to process recycled products, Waste Management needs to find a way to produce cleaner recycling. Many residents, unfortunately, are not even aware that they are recycling improperly. We've always been told to recycle paper, plastics, and glass, and just left it at that. This program will help everyone learn what should and shouldn't be recycled, allowing cleaner product to go to the market and in turn lowering our processing costs. Around the end of this month, Waste Management is beginning a cart tagging program. Round Lake Beach will be the community to start this, with others to follow. With this new program, residents who are improperly recycling will receive a tag put on their cart telling them what is wrong and what shouldn't be in their recycling cart. Once you've been tagged, if it happens a second time, then they're not going to pick up that recycling until when they come back and that non-recyclable material is gone. Just a reminder that the largest no-no in recycling right now is the plastic bags. People are still putting the plastic grocery bags, they're putting recycling into garbage bags and then putting it out. They don't want any plastic bags of any material or of any type. Same thing with your, when you get your 6-packs with the plastic rings on them. Don't put those rings in either, because what ends up happening is all the plastics like that stretch, they get wrapped up in the processing rollers, and they just stretch, get bound up, and then they've got to stop the process, clean everything out, cut it out, and start over. So just to keep an eye on that. Also a reminder that I do every week that we have 2 recycling locations for our electronics. One is at the entrance to our gated sanitary plant on Sunset. That is from Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 3, and Saturday, 8 to 1. You've also got the usual recycling electronics at Grays Lake Public Works, which is just down on 83 at 585 Berry Avenue. And there are Monday to Friday, 7 to 3:30, and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. The Grays Lake site, unlike ours is just electronics. Grays Lake takes all the different things, the textiles, cardboard, stuff like that. So we've been trying to push the Swalco newsletter, because if you get onto that, you get a lot of helpful information. So if you want to do that, just go to the Swalco website and the About Us tab, and you can sign up for their monthly newsletter, and you get all kinds of valuable information. And remember, recycle first, trash last. Now, the good one. This weekend, Beach Fest. It's here again this year. So we actually have 4 days this year. On Thursday, it's the carnival only. We brought them in for a 4th day because people were asking for that, so we thought, what the heck, we'll bring it in. Friday, we've got the full gamut with Saturday and Sunday as well. Our headline band on Friday is Brass Buckle. They're a country band. Headline band on Saturday is Modern Day Romeos. Everybody knows them, I think. The headline band on Sunday is Banda La Rosa Allegra. We've also got the full 2 stages with stuff going on all weekend. Other acts, food vendors, beer tent, retail vendors, children's entertainers all over the place, the petting zoo, and of course, a huge carnival now. So come on out, fun for everybody. You'll love it.
Thank you, Trustee. Beach Fest is always a great time, and it's only 3 days away.
3 days away.
Carnival.
Mayor, if I may have a moment of everybody's time, we're also having National Night Out on Tuesday, August 7th. Like y'all don't know that, but anyway, Tuesday, August 7th, National Night Out from 5 to 8 p.m. It is the 35th anniversary of it. It's a wonderful program. Our officers do a great job. And this year, they're telling me 2,000 free hot dogs. And in our community, if you give out free hot dogs, the children show up. So we're going to have a great time. Volo Auto Museum is going to be there. And this year, we're having the Van Diesel Corvette from the movie Fast Five. They're going to have the helicopter again. The princesses are coming, face painting. We have the best car show in Lake County at National Night Out. So just want to tell everybody, Tuesday, August 7th, please come out from 5 to 8. It's at the Round Lake Beach Lakefront, and you will have a fabulous time. Thank you. Now on to our next trustee.
Mayor, we got a little bit more. But nothing short of great entertainment starting this week, Wednesday, going into Beach Fest. We have our midweek break on the lake. It's every second Wednesday of the month. It starts at 6 o'clock, goes to 9 p.m. This year, we not only have the music out in the gazebo and the veranda, but we also are having comedians. So this Wednesday, starting at 8 p.m., we're going to have the comedians start a little bit later so we get a larger crowd. Larry Bloom is going to be the MC. Lana Gordon is going to be one of the comedians, and Oscar Caraval is going to be another one of the comedians. In the gazebos, starting at about 6:15, the Grays Lake Jazz Combo Workshop with about 50 student jazzers in the group of 6 are going to be performing jazz tunes they've been learning in the workshop all summer. The faculty will be also playing tunes also, and then we should probably have about 150 extra people than normal just because of this group, so we're excited for that. Juval's Call is a great country rock, blues, and folk trio. They'll be in the gazebo as well. On the veranda, we're having Better Than Last Time and the Gardner Jazz Group. So please make sure you come out. It's a great family event. It's free. We have beverages and soft drinks, food and everything available for purchase if you'd like as well. So make sure you stop out and see us.
Looking forward to it. It's always a fun time out there, and something we started just last year. It's been growing every event. As long as the weather's nice, should be a great evening out there. If not, we'll move it indoors, I guess.
Yeah, make sure you come even if it does rain, because the indoors will be open, and that's where the comedians will be performing anyway.
Great. Anything else for the trustees? Okay, a couple items under Mayor's report tonight. First of all, we'd like to welcome the Round Lake Area Queens to the podium. They're here just recently crowned. Come on up and. Go to the podium here, the microphone. Yeah, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Amelia Juden, and I am your new Junior Miss Round Lake Area 2018.
You can pull that down.
I am Jaylene Ochoa, and I'm the new Little Miss Round Lake, and yeah.
Unfortunately, our Miss was not able to come, but her name is Christina Larson, and she is your new Miss Round Lake Area 2018. We were just recently crowned on June 21st, and we are looking forward to our year as representatives of our community. We will be available for all or any events throughout the year, so please do not hesitate to call on us. We are really excited for this weekend for Beach Fest, so see us there. Thank you.
Most communities have queens, but our queens have got to do a quadruple job. They not only have the Round Lake Beach, they have Round Lake Heights, Round Lake Park, a lot more events to attend and a lot more people to help support. So thank you very much for all your hard work. I look forward to the whole next year. Thanks for coming out tonight. So we also have some employee recognition tonight. Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. If I could have Sergeant Calise come up. We are here take it easy, don't be nervous, Roger. We are recognizing Sergeant Calise. A while back, Sergeant Calise responded to a call of a subject who was physically out of control, destroying property and threatening physical harm. Sergeant Calise responded with other officers and engaged that subject properly and secured the scene. Unfortunately, during that altercation, Sergeant Calise suffered some injuries that had him out for quite a long rehab. So we are here recognizing Sergeant Calise with a Purple Heart, and we are happy to report that he is back at work, and he really set the example for our troops to follow. So Roger, thank you very much for your sacrifice. Let me turn sideways here. It's easier this way. I'd also like to.
Hey, Chief, could I just make a quick comment on that? We all see in the news a lot lately about the police officers doing this wrong and doing that wrong. This is one of the great examples of when the police had to step in and they put their lives at risk. And that's what we all appreciate so much. Love the police. They're out there for us. They help us. They protect our citizens. And thank you, Roger, for taking care of us like that and following up on it. So just my little point.
Thank you very much, Mayor. We enjoy the support of the mayor and the board, as always. Now, to introduce another officer in award, I'd call to the podium Wendell Russell, who's the director of the Lake County Juvenile Officer Association. Also with them is Tony Jacobson, who's the executive director of the Illinois Juvenile Officer Association. And then the vice president, Mike Quick, is here as well. They're here for a presentation. Go ahead, Wendell.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, village trustees. Just a little about our organization. The Illinois Juvenile Officers Association is made up of officers throughout the entire state of Illinois. One of your officers was her name was put in for an award by our organization. And again, it's a great thing for your department and this officer. I'm talking about Officer Carrie Ann Schuster. Detective Schuster has worked with Round Lake Beach Police Department for approximately 6 years. During those 6 years, Detective Schuster has worked tirelessly to have positive interactions to educate juveniles in the Round Lake area. Detective Schuster launched programs to expose juveniles to different facets of law enforcement and volunteered her time at school and events to reach out to juveniles. Last year, Detective Schuster launched the Youth Police Academy. Detective Schuster also attended various events, including Cop on the Top, safety talks, and local school and summer camps, Shop with the Cop, and career days. In addition to volunteering, Detective Schuster also ensures to stop and speak with children during her day task. Detective Schuster also works closely with Teen Court, run by NICASA, and is constantly pushing her coworkers to utilize this program. I'd now like to present Detective Schuster with the Illinois Juvenile Officer of the Year Award.
Oh, congratulations.
We all know our youth are our future, and if we can lead them down the right path and even help those that have gone the wrong path get back on the right path, that can be an amazing future for all of us and for those kids. So thank you for doing so much for those kids out there and for the village.
Mayor, could we have a picture of you with the gentleman and with our officer, please?
Oh, if you don't mind.
Thank you.
Yes, I know.
And Mayor, if I can, before we move on to your next item of business, which is dealing with Sergeant Mitzen, I'd like to call Sergeant Mitzen up ahead of time. Sergeant Mitzen. Sergeant Mitzen here is accompanied by a whole lot of people today. His wife Tiffany, his daughter Abigail Bastone is here. I'm told that Tim Mitzen's dad is here as well, and family as well, so outstanding. And now moving on to you, Mayor, and your agenda.
Okay, we do have a resolution here for Sergeant Mitzvah for his 20 years of service. Congratulations. And if you could please have our clerk read the resolution.
Whereas on May 27, 2018, Tim Mitzvah completed 20 years of service with the Village of Round Lake Beach. And whereas on December 8, 2003, Tim was promoted to the rank of sergeant. And whereas during his 20 years of dedicated service, Tim served the department as a decorated patrol officer on every shift, as well as the first line supervisor, firearms range instructor, taser instructor, team leader for the search warrant team, member of the Special Operations Unit, rapid deployment instructor, member of the Northern Illinois Police Alarm System, Emergency Services Team. And whereas Tim was selected as the Round Lake Beach Police Officer of the Year in 2003 and has received numerous life-saving awards, several commendations. And whereas Tim successfully completed the curriculum of Northwestern University School of Police Staff and Command. And whereas Tim served his country as a United States Marine and served in Desert Shield and Desert Storm. And whereas Tim implemented the less lethal beanbag shotgun, taser, patrol rifle, and special operations search warrant service team programs. And whereas it is the desire of the administration to recognize and commend the accomplishments and commitments of employees. Now therefore, I, Mayor Richard H. Hill, do hereby offer our sincerest appreciation to Tim Mitzvah for a job well done.
Do you have a motion? Well, before it's official, we actually have to vote on this, so. Do we?
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tim. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Nichols,
Second.
second by trustee Butler. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great. Sergeant Mitchell, you've been a great for the whole community and for the village. The only time I question your judgment is when you showed my late wife how to use a taser at Beach Fest that night out that one night. Wasn't sure what you were thinking there, but it worked out okay. Thank you all for being here tonight. I know you might have your other things to do tonight. You're welcome to stay for the whole meeting, but you're welcome to also leave if you need to.
1, 2, 3.
Mayor, there is cake and refreshments on the other side. That's where they're all headed.
Meeting adjourned. Is there a clerk's report tonight? No, there's not, thank you. Okay, move on to our items of business then. So we have item A. It's a resolution recognizing Tim Mitzvin's 20 years of law enforcement service, which actually just passed in the mayor's report. Item B is an ordinance approving an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Round Lake Beach and the Avon Township Road District. We're responsible for a small portion of the road, and we're working with Avon Township to pave the entire road over there, and that was Passavant, I believe. Passavant, and it comes off Fairfield Road, so it'll be nice to have the whole road done in a joint effort with Avon Township taking the lead, and we're paying for our portion, so it's a nice way to intergovernmental cooperation there. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Wallace, second by trustee Husk. Have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Valdez. Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
That's approved. Item C is a resolution authorizing and approving an award of contract to Metropolitan Pump Company in amount not to exceed $13,468. This is for the Melrose Lift Station. Metropolitan Pump would remove the 2 drives with bypass and installing a duplex starter control panel complete with new breakers, contactors, and overloads. We've been improving all of our lift stations over the years. We have some terrible flooding occasionally, and the lift stations take a real beating whenever they get the heavy rains like that. They're working. Want to make sure that if we have a heavy rains again, they're going to continue to work. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Valdez,
Second.
second by trustee Nichols. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. Item D is a resolution approving a change order number 1 relative to the village's original agreement with Joel Kennedy Construction Corporation in amount of $1,420. Joel Kennedy was doing some work over off Wood Street, and they had a sewer pipe break over in that area. So when they were repairing it, they found out that there was a storm sewer pipe kind of in the way. They had to remove that before they get down to the sewer pipe, so it costs a little additional money. Still saved us a lot compared to having somebody have to mobilize out there with all their equipment since he's already on the job site. So that saved us quite a bit. Any questions by the board? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by trustee Wallace,
Second?
second by trustee Butler. We have a motion and a second. Any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Husk.
Aye.
Trustee Valdez.
Aye.
Trustee Wallace.
Aye.
Trustee Butler.
Aye.
Trustee Nichols.
Aye.
That's approved 5-0. That was our last item of business. It's now open to public participation. Anyone who has a question or comment to the board, please come to the microphone. State your name and address, and either state your comment or ask your question. Well, again, thank you all for being here tonight. We have no executive session, so we have no action on those items. Is there a motion to adjourn? Moved. Motion by trustee Nichols,
Second.
second by trustee Husk. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.